Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to Omega Live with JJ, Woman Without Borders. Yes, it is April 9th, 2020. It's a Thursday. What we normally call Ben Johnson Day, right? That's what we call today, Ben Johnson Day. And so, well, it's not really Ben Johnson Day anymore during COVID-19, right? Because as you would have realized, many people are home, unemployed. And we're going to talk later on about the care package that the Honorable Prime Minister has rolled out. And so it will alleviate some of the hardship for some persons. But as a result of COVID-19, which has changed the landscape of many things right now, right? The lifestyle of persons in terms of how they're living right now. So we don't really celebrate Ben Johnson Day anymore right now, right? Because many of us don't have a paycheck coming tomorrow, Friday. Okay, and in any case, because it's a holiday season, you would have been getting paid today, right? Because of the fact that tomorrow is a holiday. Yeah. Um, so, um, yeah. Okay, so we're going to have an exciting show today, guys. Thank you so much. Believe me, I know that you could have been otherwise, it could be elsewhere, but you chose to be here with me. And I really appreciate the fact that you have chosen to do so. And so I really am happy that you have chosen to join me for this program today. It's going to be an exciting program. I want you to remember, if you like the program, give it a thumbs up, okay? Share the link with your friends and family, okay? Invite them to watch, okay? Because it's always informative. I always ensure that whatever is being discussed on the program is something that can benefit you or someone you know, right? Okay, so we are going to have a special guest on the program today at 1 p.m. You do not want to miss it, all right? My mystery guest today is coming from the PRCJ. PRCJ, for those who know, the Pregnancy Resource Center in Jamaica. It's based in Montego Bay. And we're going to have a representative from that organization on the program at 1 o'clock. So you don't want to miss that. All right. It's going to be an interesting program today. And plus, I'm going to be talking about that care program. The care program application starts today. So you do not want to miss it. Grab your friend and family, tell them to come and watch and learn today because you're going to be getting some valuable information that we need, right? Of course. All right. Okay. But you know that, of course, the first thing that I do at the beginning of the program is to give you a roundup of the news, right? And then give you my commentary on it. Some say commentary, some say commentary, whether you're British or American. Remember, I speak both British and American English. So you're going to hear both of them intertwined. All right. Okay. So here goes. So applications open today. That is today, Thursday, April 9th, 2020, right, for the COVID-19 allocation of resources for employees program. That is the CARE program. That is, remember the stimulus package, the $25 million stimulus package? Yeah. So the CARE program, right, that application process opens today. It has been designed according to the Minister of Finance and Public Service, that is Dr. Nigel Clark. He said it is to cushion the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on individuals and businesses. And basically, he's echoing what the Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness has said. So copies of the brochure are available online. They were available in the Sunday paper, but that is gone, right? Yeah, good luck in finding a Sunday paper today, Thursday, right? So now, in order for you to have a copy of this brochure, you will have to go on the website, right? So go on the website, and I'm going to give you the website address in a second, where you can actually get this application to download. Okay, here it is. It's wecare.gov.jm. So let me spell it for you. WECARE.gov.jm. That is the website to go. That is where you're going to actually do the application, because it's an electronic application. There's no paper application here, guys. It's electronic. So everybody whether you're literate or illiterate in terms of the use of computers, you will have to do the application online. All 2 point how many million persons in Jamaica. Of course, not all of you will be applying because some of you are in the 3% that do not need this money. Okay, so, right, but for those of us who need it, we got to go to weekhair.gov.jm. You can download the application. Before you do the application, you want to download the brochure because you want to look into it. And I have a copy of the brochure here. Got to be talking about it in a minute, right? The brochure that you actually going to download on from the website. Go through it and see which category you fall in, see what your eligibility is, right? And then you go now and then you complete the application based on that option that you're going to choose, because there are options for you to choose based on what category you fall in, right? Okay, and so you're going to do that. All right, so before I continue, let me just talk about it now since we're on the topic of it. All right, so guys, it's a good plan. I went through it and I was kind of apprehensive before, because those who know me know that I didn't fall into any of those categories that I heard the Prime Minister talking about. Because I've been mostly self-employed for the most part. Then when I became employed, right thereafter is when COVID-19 came. So we didn't have any time to file taxes because we didn't fall into that bracket of filing taxes yet, because I was an independent contractor, right? Freelancer, because I'm a self-employed person, so that's what I do. I freelance. I don't work 9-to-5 jobs like most persons or other persons, right? So I freelance, and so I'm an independent contractor. So as an independent contractor, I was contracted to edit a magazine, and that did not work out because of COVID-19. So there was no filing of taxes. So I was like, where am I going to fit into this? I'm going to fall through the cracks here. No. Good news, guys. Every one of us qualify, because according to the Prime Minister, and it is in the brochure. It's in the brochure. You see what I'm saying? You see what it says? Every life is important. You see? Every life is important. So as a result of which, every single person, there is a plan for you in this brochure. Okay? So they have the set cash, they have the best cash, they have the COVID-19 general grants, and the general grants, those are those informal workers that they talked about, like the persons who work in the bars, taxi operators, and the hairdressers and barbers. Yeah, they fall under the COVID-19 general grants. Then you have the COVID-19 compassionate grants, coming back to that in a second. You have the COVID-19 path grants for those on the path program. And then you have the COVID-19 small business grants, the tourism grants, and you even have a student loan grant, right? But for even the students on student loan, there's a grant for you in here. I'm telling you, nobody got left behind in this brochure. I see everything here. And then I didn't realize that also that stimulus package, of course, the $200 million that the farmers are getting, that fall under this also. So there's a section there for that covers that. It also covers the $150 million that the local government and community service minister talked about for concerning the shelter, those persons in the shelters and so forth. Yes, there's also a place for them there. Okay, and also the $189 million that was given to the constituency member of parliament for the constituents who needed like basically food and medical supplies and so forth. That's the part. There's a part in there for them also. So let me go back now to the COVID-19 compassionate grants. Let's right there. The COVID-19 compassionate grant, and it's right there. It tells you each of them. It gives you a breakdown of eligibility, the application process, and the benefit. So eligibility for persons to be eligible for a COVID-19 compassionate grant, an individual should possess a valid TRN, right? Not to be in formal employment, and not to be intended for recipient of any other benefits under the CARE program. So when you don't fall under any of the other categories that I just mentioned for you, then you fall onto this one. And with the exception of those on the path program. the PATH grant. So when you don't fall into other categories, you fall under the COVID-19 compassionate grant. So therefore you can file. So everybody get yourself, go onto the website, wecare.gov.jm, get a brochure, complete the application process because you qualify. Okay, because all of us must have a TRN, I'm sure. All right. Okay. And then now, according to the minister, it takes approximately 30 days. The process will take about 30 days. So after 30 days, you should be getting either a check or another putting into your bank. I guess when you apply, they'll probably ask you how you want the money. So I don't know if it's going to be a check or it's going to be lodged to your account or whatever process, but it's going to be approximately 30 days, guys, from now, after filling out the application, that you will be able to get some funds from the government out of that $25 billion package. Thank you very much, Dr. Nigel Clark and the Honorable Prime Minister. We thank you on behalf of the Jamaican citizens. I thank you. Yes, guys, so that's clear. Remember, application process starts today. The sooner you apply, the sooner you have a check coming your way. Yes, I am excited about that, aren't you? Let me know in the comment below. Comment and tell me how you feel about this care program. All right? What are your views on that? Okay. Okay. And now continuing. So today is Holy Thursday in the Christian tradition, right? You would have been celebrating today as Holy Thursday. And just let me put the 2 cents on that before we continue the news on that. Let me just say, guys, if you're a Christian and Christianity is your religion, then you got to know your religion, seriously. You can't follow something you don't know, right? That makes no sense. And just to set the record straight for you, and you don't want to take my word for it, you can go research it for yourself because, knowledge is power. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's why I'm here, okay? Only Thursday, tomorrow you're celebrating Good Friday as the date when Jesus died. He would have already been in the grave one night when you're celebrating tomorrow. Today, as a matter of fact, right now at this point in time on Thursday, when he would have been on the cross. He would have already been on the cross, guys, at this point in time. Yes, because tomorrow would have been High Sabbath. Remember the Jewish holiday. Tomorrow would have been High Sabbath. And if you read the scripture carefully, it did say that they did not want him on the cross on High Sabbath. So they went and asked for his body to be taken down the day before the Sabbath. Which is the day before the Sabbath? And it's not the regular Sabbath, which is Saturday. It's the High Sabbath, which was the Friday. That would have been today, Thursday, guys. So understand, right? Your religion. All right. Jesus Christ died on Holy Thursday. You give it name Holy Thursday, which would have been today. Right now, it would have been on the cross. And according to John's account of the incident, remember, John was the only apostle and the only disciple who was literally at the cross when he died. All the others had scattered. Read the Bible with understanding. They all ran away. Right? That it goes to show, right, that even when you run away from God, it doesn't matter to God. No, you have to come back home at some point in time. Yeah. All the disciples had run away except John was the only one at the cross. So he was the only disciple who literally saw when Jesus died. He's the only one who can give a true account. Everybody else is what? Hearsay. But he can give an account of it. And John will tell you, okay, it was around 3 p.m. that he gave up the ghost, right? On this day, right? Because it happened before sunset. Because remember, the Jews out there, their Hebrew calendar works. It is from sunset one day to sunset the next day. So their day starts today. Like, for example, they are celebrating Passover. Today, by the way, is the first day of the Feast of the Unleavened Bread in the Jewish traditions, right? It's the first day of the Feast of the Unleavened Bread because they know that's how their days start. Their days start from sunset to sunset. So now it's Passover day 1, right? And okay, so therefore, according to the Jewish traditions, because tomorrow would have been High Sabbath, he would have been taken off the cross today. So he would have gone into the grave tonight. He would have been spent one night tonight, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and then rise up Sunday morning. All right. I hope I'm able to set that record straight for you guys. And if you don't believe me, go research it. It's out there. All right. Okay, continuing. As I was saying now, back to the news. So today, being Holy Thursday, the markets are open today, guys. Yes, the markets are open. You can go do your shopping today. For those of you you want to go do your shopping today, because according to the Prime Minister, tomorrow market close. Everywhere in the island of Jamaica, every market will be closed tomorrow, Good Friday. It will be closed Sunday, Easter Sunday, and closed Easter Monday. So the only 2 days in this Easter holiday that you have to shop is today. And today you are allowed up until 7 p.m. Yes, you've been given an extra hour. So the market will open until 7 p.m. today to accommodate your shopping. The only thing I say about that, Mr. Prime Minister, and I must say this, I just don't understand, you guys are brilliant. You have a team of persons, you're brainstorming, and nobody thought about the idea that we could do some staggering of the hours. Because when you put this, look what's going to happen later. Take my word for it and go down to the market at 6 o'clock this evening and go see if anybody's doing any social distancing. I promise you there's none. So you're going to find the same crowd out there, even though you've extended the hour to extended time to an extra hour. Okay? What I would have thought would have been the right thing to do, as a suggestion, it's too late now, but I thought it would have been implemented. So you have a system where you say, okay, between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., those with the surname starting from A to D or E, for example, you can go to the market. And then those surname between F and G or H or whatever, you go between 9 and 12. You know, that kind of thing? That will limit the number of persons who actually go to the market at any point in time. Because you don't know what time I'm going to go, what time you're going to go. And so we can all decide to go at the same time. Then where's the social distancing? Huh? I don't know. Anyways. That is what it is. So the markets, that's the hours for the market, and that's for the Easter holiday. After the Easter holiday, we will go back to the original market hours since the curfew has been implemented, which would have been from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. or from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. All right, you got that? I hope you get it to know. All right. Now, I got to give you some more information as we're talking about hours. Okay, so the mandatory curfew, the stay in place order, that's the official name, the stay in place order with mandatory nightly curfew. Okay, well, those hours have changed. So, first of all, the curfew has been extended to the 21st of April. That's a Tuesday. Yeah, until the 21st of April. So it has been extended. It was supposed to finish yesterday at 6 a.m., but it was extended until the 21st. The nightly curfew, guys, will continue until 5 a.m. on the 21st. And I'm going to get to that. All right. So giving you some details as it regards to that. So the Prime Minister says, here are the hours now. Today, which is Thursday, right? Okay, so we're going to have curfew starting today, 8 p.m. until tomorrow, Good Friday, 7 a.m. So curfew starts 8 o'clock tonight, and it will continue until 7 a.m. tomorrow, Good Friday, right? Then tomorrow, Good Friday, it will start at 3 p.m. Guys, your hours have been cut. Not 8 p.m. They take away 5 hours. So by 3 p.m. tomorrow, guys, you have to be off the road. Listen, curfew. Guys, you should be watching my program, because if you're watching my program, you know by now, do not call me, please, because you cannot call me on the phone because I'm using a data plan. It's a mobile data plan. It means when you call, you disrupt my service. I am learning every day, no more and more, how this thing is working out. And so I've said it. Do not call me when I'm on the show live. I have a number when I'm doing my calling for persons to call in who they're going to call in. But you can't call me on this phone because it's a data plan. It's a mobile data plan that I'm using. And I can't afford to lose my feed. So please do not call me when I'm live. Thank you. Okay. Continuing. Where was I? So I was saying to you now that tomorrow, Good Friday, curfew starts at 3 p.m., right? Okay, and then it continues from 3 p.m. tomorrow until 7 a.m., okay? And then from 3 p.m. again until 7 a.m. from 5 a.m. So, so up until for the entire Easter holiday, curfew will start at 3 p.m. Basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, and then it ends at 7 a.m. the next morning, right? However, Monday, when curfew starts, it will end at 5 a.m. Tuesday morning, 5 a.m., because we're establishing now the new curfew pattern going forward. All right. So, what that means now, come Tuesday night, when curfew starts, it will end, and and Tuesday night, it's going to start at 9 p.m., not the regular 8 p.m. You've got an hour now. So now you're getting an hour. So now instead of regular 8 p.m., you're going to start at 9 p.m. and then end at 5 a.m. going forward until the 21st. That's how it comes to be. On the 21st, it ends at 5 a.m. because thereafter, curfew going to be, after the holiday finish, guys, curfew is going to be from 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. All right? Okay. So you have a little more time, daytime, that is. Okay. Mhm. All right. Other restrictions that have been imposed in order to curtail, the community spread. We don't want in the community spread of the COVID-19. And so other restrictions have been imposed, and those include the closing of the beaches. Yes, all beaches are closed for the holidays. No going to the beach, guys. No in Jamaica. No going to the beach. The beaches have been closed. And that also, by the way, that includes if you think you're slick and you're getting one over on the government, that includes rivers, ponds, fountains, anywhere water running and you're gathering. Yeah. No, 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 no. No gathering in no public place. So you're going to river because it's not the beach. The perimeter of the beach. Not going to work. Okay. All that is shut down for the holidays. Okay. All right. And also, they stay at home for persons 65 years. So now, guys, persons 65 years and over must stay home. Persons with pre-existing conditions, like, for example, diabetes. Okay, sorry about that. Right. So we have four deaths, and the latest death is that of a 48-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew. He was admitted to the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHII, and he had underlying conditions. So all the four deaths that we have had so far, all of them had underlying, so whatever, but they had a problem, they had a health problem, all four deaths. Okay, so as a result of which the Prime Minister is saying, if you have any of any kind of underlying condition, stay home. Do not go on the road. Okay, and so which brings me to, I wanted to say it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to, right? So I'm going to say it now. Dr. Peter David Phillips, opposition leader and leader of the People's National Party, PNP. My condolences to you, sir. I wish you a speedy recovery. Nobody wishes illness on anyone. We do not want anyone to be ill. We want everybody to be healthy and wealthy. Yeah? But in addition to my you just removed had a surgery and you had an anomaly removed, and now you're recuperating at home. Very good. Why not use that time going forward to bond with your family? You've spent so many years in public service, and I know you can't say otherwise, that you did not get the opportunity to spend as much time with your family as you would have liked. But now is an awesome time to do so. Is there not even one person in your party who is eligible or qualified enough to whom you can hand over the baton? I mean, seriously. At this point in time, the older ones as a teacher, understand, give someone else an opportunity. You think running a country is easy? I mean, is that really what you want to run the country? It's not an easy job, you know. Ask Barack Obama. He went into the White House with black hair. You saw how he came out to the White House with his hair white. Ask Mr. Andrew Oldness. I remember when he went into the Jamaica house, his hair was black. Have you seen him lately? You see the amount of white hair that gentleman now sports? Huh? Running a country is no picnic. And at your age, sir, and I'm not discriminating against your age, it's not ageism here, right? Right? To retire gracefully. You did well. You did your time. And you will go down in history. They can't take it out of the history books. But give somebody a chance. They must. So, continuing. So now you know how we said delegation, right? So we have 63 confirmed cases. We have 30 import related, but the chief medical officer, the CMO, Dr. Jacqueline Bisset McKenzie, she is not very, very worried about it really, because she said these guys are in clusters. There are actually 2 clusters, right? And so I wanted to explain to you what she meant by these clusters. What she's as we might want to be. She said they're not this, with the virus, and nobody knows what's going on. What she's saying is that there are 2 clusters, one of 6 and one of 3. And the one of six basically is one primary case, and there are 5 attachments to that one. Then the one of 3 is one primary case, and then 2 others that are connected to that one also. So that gives them 9, right? But then there are 2 others that are not in the clusters. Now, these are what they call, these are persons from what they call high risk professions. High risk professions, meaning that, okay, so one is a hotel worker, one works at the hotel industry, and one is a taxi operator. So you can understand, use your imagination, right? Stay with me, feed. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Okay, great. The feed is back. Yes, I see the feed is fluctuating, guys. So if it fluctuates and it goes, just give it a moment for it to come back. I see it is fluctuating. Yeah. So I was saying to you, I was explaining those 2 cases outside of the clusters, and the taxi operator, right? All right. And the taxi operator, um, as you can imagine, people take the taxi on what they have, and especially since we really don't even know how this virus is really spread, because it's more than just, I mean, who stands up and allow people to sneeze on them or cough on them, right? So if it is droplets from coughing and sneezing and touching surfaces, that's what they're saying. But as you can see, there are 11 cases that they have no contact on them, but yet they have it, right? So, of course, my theory on that, right? I believe it is definitely airborne. I really believe it is airborne, guys. I believe it is airborne. Um, and until proven otherwise, I will continue to believe it is airborne. I know it is manufactured, again, if you want to get the full understanding, go back and watch my previous broadcast where I talked about it, okay? It's a cover-up. I believe it's a massive cover-up, a worldwide cover-up, okay? The 5G network that they're bringing in, that basically is causing damage to persons' organs, in their body. They manufactured this virus in Wuhan, right, China, and then basically now they are claiming that that all of these that are caused by this. So this manufactured virus that they have manufactured, genetically altered in a laboratory, in my opinion, yeah. And by the way, have you noticed that in China, how many persons, I mean, China, that is ground zero, right? That's ground zero. And you see how many persons have actually died over there in comparison to what's happening in the world? Even New York has more deaths than China right now, guys. Think about that. That is your homework. Go sip on that one, all right? China, with their 81,000 plus cases, confirmed cases according to them, right? Over only 3,000 plus died. All the others recovered. All the others recovered. That means they must have the antidote over there, yeah? What are they doing? Why are all their cases recovered? Anybody care to ask, to find out, to let us know? I'm curious and come out and be a whistleblower and let us know exactly what's going on. I would love to know, right? Wouldn't you like to know too? I'm sure. Yes, comment on the. Let me know, man, in the comments. Feel free to comment and let me know what you think about what I've been saying here concerning that, right? And of course, some of those 11 cases they say is in Portland, right? I had the opportunity to speak with the Member of Parliament for East Portland, Mrs. Anne-Marie Vaz, concerning this. And she was like, no, nothing like that. Basically, she gave me a statement and asked that I issue this to the public on her behalf. So this is basically what she said. I'm appealing to my East Portland family to obey the law. Stay home if possible. If you go out, stay and 6 feet. She said 6 feet. Stay 6 feet apart and wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Okay. She said the virus is spread by us, so we have to be responsible in our actions, as this can mean the difference between life or death, especially for our elderly and people with health issues. This is a crippling crisis, but if we play our part, we can minimize its effect. Together, we will overcome. God bless you. God bless you, my dear sister. You're doing a wonderful job down there in East Portland. Thank you. Okay. All right. So guys, my mystery guest is supposed to come on any minute now. I know she's actually at the ophthalmologist as we speak, or the optician as we speak right now, because a pre-existing appointment, I think, or something that came up. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but she's at the optician. We spoke, and she'll be coming on. So whenever she comes on, I'll interrupt to bring her on, right? So she was supposed to come on at this point in time, but I know she's at the optician. So maybe she's actually with the doctor as we speak. So as soon as she is finished, I know she will call in and then we can speak with her. All right. Okay. Continuing. So Mr. Andrew Holness, our Prime Minister, he is advising that all persons visiting the markets, taking public transportation, or you're going to be in an environment where there are at least 10 persons gathered. The maximum for persons to gather is 10. So you're going to be anywhere where you're going to find that number there. He's asking you to please to wear a mask. Now, before, they were saying as a suggestion to wear a mask. Now, guys, this is mandatory. Okay, this is mandatory. You must wear a mask if you're going to the market, if you are going to take public transportation, right, bus or taxi, or if you're going to go to any gathering. Let's say, for example, you're going to the bank. Okay, and here she is calling now. All right. But guys, to be continued. Hello, 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 hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Omega Live.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. So, guys, I have on the phone the founder and CEO of the Pregnancy Resource Center of Jamaica, Miss Christina Milford. Good afternoon.
I've already commented CEO, by the way. I'm just simply the founder. I have to be the founder. CEO is the Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen. You heard that. That is the lady, and that's how she is all the time. All the time. She is one of the most humble persons that I know. I tell you, she is so modest. She has so much accolades from people up, important people go to her for advice. She has a board of directors of some quote unquote important people, but you understand what I mean, because we know that in the kingdom of God, God is no respecter of persons, but you want to take time out of your appointment to be with us on this program. How was your doctor's visit?
I have delayed going.
Oh my God, I am so touched and so humbled by that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Awesome.
Welcome.
Yes. Okay, guys. So today we're going to talk about a few things. And before we talk about the other thing, which is the 36 helplines, we're going to talk about PRCJ, Pregnancy Resource Center of Jamaica. What is that? Tell my listeners, my audience, please. What is the PRCJ?
And see, it's probably just a little piece of God's heart depicted in the natural, serving young women and other ones too. We go out to schools as invited, to youth schools as invited, we share our young people. And we have a positive life message as well, a positive, we don't use absence these days, a curse word. We have what is called, you're able to resist the pressures that come against you for sexual activity, and therefore it's not a risk reduction, but risk prevention methods of living healthy lifestyle that we share with our youth that many are embracing. And I think for most of us Jamaicans, we've not been hearing that a lot.
Yeah.
But in the United States, many young people have chosen that, even those who are not Christian.
Yes.
Because they've been given the facts and the reality concerning the death that is in it.
Yes.
With sexual activity. One sexual contact with the wrong person is all you need. And remember, I say contact. You don't even have that sexual intercourse.
Just contact. Absolutely.
Yes, because there are some diseases that are spread by skin contact in the genital area only by the person. But one person has it, others going to get it. And there's no condom, no preventative measure.
Yes.
That can help in that situation. But that's just a mouthful. Also, integrity of the home and the.
Can I say the name of the home? Is it okay for me to say the name of the? Is it okay for me to say the name of the home?
Well, we call it Hebron House.
Right, Hebron House. Yes.
Is a name that was given to it before we had a home. It was when it was just a vision in my heart.
Yes.
In devotion in the 90s, so you must know how long ago it was. One morning, the Lord, I was dealing with the scriptures where the Lord told the children of Israel that when they went into the promised land, they should have a place called Hebron. I don't know if they call it Hebron, but we say Hebron.
Hebron, yes.
Where if
Hebron.
somebody committed an offense,
yes.
They might have killed somebody accidentally. They could run to this place for safety.
Refuge.
Nobody could touch them there. Nobody could harm them there.
Yes.
In every city there should be a Hebron.
Yes.
And so I knew, I said, this is a place of refuge, a place, a safe place, really private, and that's the way it has been. We have kept it that way, except for friends and close family members. Some family members of those we serve, we don't even allow to come here because we don't want any,
Yes.
Some people just.
I know, right?
They're creative and they're quiet.
Yeah.
Some people call it an upscale community, but it's something that God has provided.
Amen. Amen.
He saw it fit.
Yes.
And just for my friends out there who might be hearing us,
yes.
In 2018, through a couple who are friends of the ministry, bought us the house we're in. So we don't have any rent over our heads.
Amen.
We have land can go plant up.
God is good.
We live without wondering what's going to happen if you have to move. Where do I put these girls and babies?
Yes.
Currently in my home, we just have one teen girl right now, apart from my manager's daughter, who's also a teenager, one of our girls. But we have 5 babies. I have two kids who close to 8 years old. They're still my babies because they were born in a hand.
Yes.
And we have 3 younger ones, 4 and 2 and 2. So, it's a handful.
Yes.
It's a rewarding work. Because when you look at a baby, I looked at 2 the other day and I said, my goodness, if we weren't here, these babies would not be alive.
Can you talk a little louder? Because, yes.
I was saying,
yes.
I looked at these 2 babies that were playing, a little boy and a little girl, a 2-year-old.
Yes.
And they're pretty close in age.
Yes.
But I said, if we were not here as a ministry, these babies would not have been born.
Yes.
And moreover, if they were born, they would not have the care and support and whatever it is that our babies get. They're happy,
yes,
they're joyful, they're playing, they know no difference from anybody else who has mother and father around.
yes.
But God has ordered it that way. So that's what we do.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. So you
Love,
mentioned,
care, and support.
yes. So you mentioned about the young people that you have at their home. How are they coping with this COVID-19?
Well, because we have two children that are in primary schools,
Right.
and two in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and the teachers have sent their assignments on. Well, for the primary school one, they send it on a WhatsApp. They have created a WhatsApp group, and I'm thankful that we're able to afford that kind of thing. I'm not sure how parents who can't afford the data plans and all that, how they manage, you know.
Right, right.
But that's we get the homework, and I download it on the computer for them, and they write it up and they do it. And for the older ones, it's the same thing. So we have an area that we regard as our empowerment center, and so they're able to sit in there and quietly do their schoolwork and get a structure in place.
Right, right.
To get them to rest and relax at times.
Yes, yes.
So they've been impacted socially. They can't go. They can't go swimming. They can't go any activities that they normally have. You know, they can't go down and socialize with their friends. But for right now, I think it's doing no good.
Yes, yes, yeah.
For right now.
And as you mentioned, homeschooling. So you know that recently, starting Monday, April 6th, that there were 36 helplines was launched to help, with psychosocial care for parents across Jamaica. This was done through the National Parenting Support Commission, the Ministry of Education, Youth Information, in collaboration with UNICEF, United Nations Children's Fund, and the Victoria Mutual Foundation. They launched two per parish, except for some parishes. Some parishes have 3 and 4. Like I know St. James has 4 lines, and I think Clarendon has 3 lines. And
Awesome.
Right. So, what are your views on that?
Well, I think that's good because people need to keep in touch. I'm just not sure. I don't know how widely publicized that information is. Quite I read in the news, but I've not been really listening as much as I should. Sometimes the news are so bad, you know. But it's more information. I cannot speak much to it because I'm not very knowledgeable about it, but I think that sounds like a very good effort. And parents need all the help they can get. You know, some are without jobs based on this disease.
Yes.
And therefore there's no income.
Right.
I cannot even imagine the hardships that some people are experiencing.
Right.
Based on what is happening. So this helpline should be helpful, but there may be other things that they have to employ practically on the ground.
Yes, yes.
For them to access the help that is available.
Yes. I actually went onto the JIS website and looked at to read more about it, and I actually see where they have a list of the phone numbers that for each parish. But like you rightfully say, I don't think this information is widely spread, and I think they probably should do more in terms of public service announcements and getting the information out to persons. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, in this time, maybe more people are looking to come. You know, I don't know.
Absolutely. And I mean, who's eligible? We don't know. I mean, there should be some more information. Definitely.
Well, they have had some town criers with other. And how people should see. They probably need to have town criers. Yes. The information so they know what to do and how to source and how to keep their social distancing in the meeting.
So back to PRCJ.
To be truthful,
everybody has that challenge.
God continues to supply our every need. I cannot ever complain. We have never been to bed hungry except it's by choice if we're fasting.
Amen. Good.
They've had local support and other persons there who have the means of giving. We welcome you. We have had like one bakery who each week we can go on a Tuesday at 3 o'clock and get some buns and 2 breads. You know, it goes a far way. Little is much.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
when God is in it.
Absolutely.
Somebody will give us a bunch of bananas. different persons will give us something. If I ever go to the market, like last week I went to the market and mentioned, I serve babies and this man put a little piece more than this piece is for the babies. Support has been good and can get better.
Absolutely.
I think it's not better because we have not advertised, so people don't even know that we are around.
It's true, because when I mention PRCJ, people are like, what's PRCJ? They've never heard about PRCJ. So how can persons get more information about PRCJ?
Well, we have an advert on the wall. On the advertisement we have. We started putting something too in the mirror. And basically, we said, pregnant and afraid, call us. And that's it. We're here. Sometimes somebody just needs somebody to talk to have another perspective on what it is like to have a baby or to have another baby or whatever it is, because we operate from a position, I'm not afraid to say it, I need to say it, that each of us, you, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, any relative you can encounter, anybody, a taxi driver, whoever, we are all gifts to the earth from God.
That's right. Every single one of us.
My God, with a purpose.
Every single one of us.
I'm solid in that belief, solid from the word, from Jeremiah 1 verse 5 and other scriptures that don't come to mind readily.
Right.
That God created each of us with a purpose.
Absolutely.
And nobody has a right to box with God's hand and say, this one should not be.
Agreed.
And,
I share that view.
My parents lived in England since I was a small child.
Yes.
But my father gave me a perspective on life before I started this ministry that opened my eyes. Because I had a brother who was born with the umbilical cord around his neck. When he was born, they said, sorry, mother. But they resuscitated the child and brought him to her. And she didn't care because just the same week he was born, she had a beautiful daughter that had died suddenly. So she was happy to have a baby to hold.
Right.
That baby was what we call a vegetable. He was incapable of doing anything for himself, not even feed himself. But my father said that boy was one of the most pleasant human beings that ever came around. Everybody liked to be around him. He was always pleasant and smiling. That's all he could do. The only time he possibly needed to be changed or needed to be fed. And so he was a pleasure.
Wow.
He had the presence of God with him. He was peaceful. So I never met the boy, but I remember my father said he died when he was 18 at a ripe old age.
Wow.
So I never met him. I never got to England, and I wasn't able to early on. But it gave me an actual thought about the value of human life.
Absolutely.
It's really not about your athleticism and what you can do and your prowess and how you look or your achievements. Your value is not based on any of these things.
Exactly.
Your value is based on the fact that you're made, you're fashioned in the
image
and
likeness of God Almighty. Absolutely, yes.
But let me not preach. Let me get off your program.
So,
well, that's my heart. I love people. I love babies.
Yes, and we can tell.
People, if you're thinking about killing your baby, bring the baby to me.
You heard. Okay, that's my last question for you. So basically, how can people contact you? Whether they are it's a young girl who is pregnant and don't want to abort, or someone wants to donate, or how can people reach you?
My son said, "Mommy, can't you just give out your number?" But I'm here to serve.
Absolutely.
And when it's time for me to finish serving the Lord, will take me home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so while I'm alive, I'm here to serve. My numbers for the office, 971-2000 or 971-2004.
Okay.
And my cell numbers, and you can talk to me personally, I'm open to you, is 876-322-1157 or 446-6524. If you don't get me, leave a message. And both numbers are on WhatsApp. Of course, you can't leave a message unless it's a voice note for WhatsApp.
You heard that, guys. Absolutely. Awesome. Well, my dear, I thank you so much. And when the time arises.
Indeed. I will receive gifts of love all the time.
Yes.
New and light new baby clothes or teenage clothes.
Okay.
Money we receive and we are glad.
We will never turn away money.
Always welcome.
Yes.
And we don't just feed our own. Right now I just have to pack a bag for mother who's somewhere down the road and don't have anything and need something. And guess what?
Yes.
We share.
Absolutely.
We share.
Absolutely.
because we care.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right?
And I know you do. Okay,
Yeah,
so thank you so very much for coming on and to sharing with my viewers. And
okay, Minister. Thank you for having me.
you're very welcome.
Appreciate your help. God
Anytime.
bless you.
God bless you too.
All right.
Bye for
Okay, bye
now.
bye.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, boys and girls. You have heard from Miss Christina Milford, the founder of PRCJ, speaking to you. Um, Live from Antigua Bay, Jamaica. Yes. And you heard the numbers she gave you. I'll give them to you again. If you listen, and I know, during this COVID 19, we're going to have a lot of unwanted pregnancies. They're not unwanted because God wants all of them and He wouldn't have opened your womb if He did not want that child to be born. Okay, just so you know. So if it is that you get pregnant and you don't know what to do, please do not abort. Yes, I heard me said it. Yeah, do not abort. Contact the PRCJ, okay, where you will get the necessary assistance that you need during this very trying time, okay. Right. And oh yeah, the number is 876-971-2004 or 876-322-1157. That's actually Miss Milford's cell phone number. She's not afraid to give it out, right? Because she does not turn away any calls, right? All calls are important, no matter who you are. All right. At Omega News JA, okay? Send me a message if you want to be on this program or if you want me to speak about a particular topic, okay? All right. So we're almost coming to the end of the program today, guys. We're wrapping up. So I just want to finish today's news because I was telling you about the different persons based on the restriction that the Prime Minister has put in place in terms of who can go outside and who cannot go outside. All right. Now, the age has been set back by 5 years. So persons now 70, not 75 anymore, persons 70 years and over, you are not allowed to go outside except once per day. Once per day, and the only time you're supposed to go out for that once per day if you're going for medicine, food, or the necessities of life, or you're going to exercise once per day. That means you're going to do all of that if you're doing all of the above in that one time for the day that you're going out. That is for persons 70 years and older. Okay. Right. You asked, the Prime Minister says, listen, I do not want to charge you, but remember that this is an order. So if you break this order, you could face penalties. His words, not mine. He said you could face penalties if you break the order. Okay. He said these restrictions are all of us must make a sacrifice, right, for the recovery of the nation. Okay. And it also says persons with respiratory problems or underlying conditions, persons who are taking care of people with respiratory conditions and flu-like symptoms, stay home. Stay off the road. If you break that order, people are very concerned about those persons who have been outside of the country overseas. A ship was turned back and sent. Well, it landed, it docked, it fueled, and then it left for Portugal. And there have been cry about the persons who were online were Jamaicans who are not on their way to Portugal, and people are very concerned about this. I will have some more talk on that tomorrow, guys, when I do tomorrow's show. You don't want to miss tomorrow's show because tomorrow's going to be a special show. A matter of fact, tomorrow's show is going to be at 4 p.m. You are supposed to be off the road by 3 p.m. because of curfew. So therefore, you will have time to watch my program at 4 p.m. to tomorrow. You don't want to miss it because tomorrow I'm going to be talking about loneliness because a lot of people don't think about this. I was interviewed for an article in the Jamaica Gleaner a while back about Christmas blues because during the Christmas holidays, persons who are single they suffer from Christmas blues, and I put it to say we're going to have some Easter blues because there are going to be some persons during the Easter holiday who are alone and are going to be very lonely, and because their actions have been curtailed because of this curfew, they can't go anywhere and they are going to feel very quote unquote depressed, but we are not going to be having any depressed persons, okay, as a result of this. Watch my program tomorrow where I will be talking will tell you how we are going to cope during this time. You do not tomorrow. All right. So the Prime Minister says basically they're going to do some controlled re-entry. Some controlled re-entry is going to take place, but they have to put some things in place. It's a logistical nightmare to get that because everybody has to be quarantined and isolated and to be tested and all that kind of stuff. So house all these people. So once they have all that in place, then they will do controlled re-entry and allow persons to return to their birthplace. Okay. All right. Um, and that's basically all the time that I have for today, guys. I'm running out of time. Whatever I have not discussed today, I will pick it up back tomorrow. Basically talk some more, even about those persons who have not self-reported who came in between March 28th and the 24th, the 18th and the 24th. That's an ongoing story, as you know, and we'll have some more to talk about that tomorrow. All right. Okay, guys. All right. So I have come to the end of the program. Thank the Lord. I had an uninterrupted session again today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope you enjoyed the program. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, comment, right? And let me know how you enjoyed the program. Tell me what particular part you enjoyed most and also what I could do and to improve the program. I'm hoping to feedback, guys. All right. Thank you so much for staying with me. I love you. Looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And remember, stay blessed and be a blessing. Love you.